Goeiedag! Good day, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. Yep, we now have a very interesting first-hand report from Michaela. Here's a shout-out to you, Michaela, about the election that took place on the 8th of May 2019, in which it looks like the ANC are going to regain power. But is their vote legitimate? That's the huge question, because of some of the things that have happened that I've reported on in the last 24 hours on this channel. Anyway, Michaela says, in previous years, being able to exercise my right to vote was an experience I joyfully looked forward to. It felt empowering. My neighbours, friends, family and I would be chatting excitedly, days before the big day. Really, the only time politics would be discussed thereafter would be put to bed until the next time. The months leading up to the current one have been the worst in South Africa. Unprecedented violence, destruction of infrastructure and private property, looting, union strikes, radical political parties with their life-threatening slogans, and all the complicit media with their fake and biased views, pouring fuel on a political fire that is already an inferno. The dirty and economical sabotage that radical parties employed to gain extra votes by busing the gullible, unskilled, jobless, brainwashed, lazy people into another province to gain a political foothold, with a view to decimate the province financially and to dominate over the minority groups indigenous to the area. The Independent Electoral Committee, that independent it's a wrong word for the I, but I won't go into that right now. The IEC is a farce. Political parties who mandate exclude certain population groups were allowed to register to participate against the law. Other parties spewing hatred for a certain population group and threatening genocide were registered and allowed to contest the elections. The voting stations left much to be admired. In some townships, several tables next to the roadside served the voters. No shelter, no dignity for the poorest of the poor. Some stations were hopelessly understaffed, causing unnecessary delays. Others had an insufficient supply of ballot papers, leaving people waiting in frustration. Unstamped ballot papers, women that had gel manicures turned away, and those wearing false nails. The IEC should have raised their nail policies prior to the election. It's understandable that women with manufactured nails could, if dishonest, remove such and get to vote twice. Well, we've had examples of that happening. And she'll let you cover this, so I won't go into it. Sorry, Michaela. The ink used was a farce. Having got my ink mark on my left thumb while waiting to enter a cardboard booth, mine was erased by 2 rubs and a spot of spittle. In the past, it took 3 weeks to a month to get rid of the ink stain. No amount of dishwashing, household detergent, acetone, including industrial strength, insect spray, furniture polish could erase it. It simply had to grow out until one could buff it with an emery board. The ballot boxes were lightweight cardboard, like the booth, sealed with a cable tie, stuffed to the rim, people having to force their ballots in. All very unprofessional. Reports surfaced of dumped ballot boxes which contained special votes. Voting stations burnt down. At least 2 of them were community halls. Excuse Bonsai in the background, he's having a senior's moment. Other stations had police and military personnel standing guard. This is how we vote in South Africa. Very disillusioning. And I totally concur with everything you've written, Michaela. Thank you for your input. Thank you for the first-hand report. All right, guys, take care. Please remember to subscribe to be kept informed and ring the bell. A little black line on either side of the bell means that you'll get all my updates. Take care, guys.